Hi guys, this is Grim. This is going to be one of my first polymer clay videos. I just really recently started doing polymer clay not very long ago. I really like it. I think it's going to turn out really well. This is a package of clay that I got. I actually got it on eBay. I didn't buy Fimo or Sculpey. Oh, actually, I believe this is Fimo. According to the buyer, it's like a sample pack of Fimo. I don't think it's actual Fimo though. It's just got a lot of different colors in it. It was really cheap. I think I paid like 10 bucks for the pack. If I'm not mistaken, it has 10 ounces of clay in it. It's got a ton of really different colors, as you can see. Try not to, there we go. So the light's a little terrible, I'm sorry. Yeah, so there are 3 different rows of colors, lots of different shades. The shades that you get are kind of random. As you can see, I've already used a couple of them. I tried to make some little pea pods. That failed because the baking instructions that came with them were really terrible. So I didn't really succeed at making the little pea pods. They turned out really terribly. I thought I had them around here somewhere to show you, but I actually cannot find them. So, oh yeah, here they are. So let me get my little pea pod to show you guys. Here we go. And this is just a plate that I've been using to like mix colors and stuff. Because I make tiny little bottle charms too, but that's completely besides the point. Let me move this back. Okay, so this was my little pea pod, and it did, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it did harden up pretty well. But it actually, when it came out, it's still, it's really hard now, but it's still pretty easy to break. It's really bendable, and it's really easy to pop it apart like this. So these were my little pea pods. They broke apart really easily. I also made some tiny little leaves. They turned out a little bit better because they're going to go in one of the bottles, so it wasn't such a big deal. So those were a complete failure. These were my second run. I made some little cookies, and these are the medium-sized ones. And here, let's see if I can find something for like here we go, for you guys to like a size comparison. So that's just a standard size toothpick. That's the size of them. This is one of the larger ones, and all these medium sized ones are about the same size. So this large one is going to be a charm that I'm going to make, and then the smaller ones. Now I haven't actually glazed them. My glaze has not come in yet, so they're still a little rough. But I think they turned out okay. I also don't have any chalk pastels, so I haven't shaded them just yet. So I'm going to do that when that stuff comes in. And then I also made some teeny tiny ones, which are in this little bitty jar. And here's a toothpick comparison with the little jar so you can see how small it is. And I had to make them uber tiny so they would fit through this tiny little bottleneck. But for the most part, I think that they turned out really well. They look like tiny little cookies. And up here I have a tiny little jar of milk that's drying. That's just white glue that I'm using. But anyways, I'm getting completely off topic, sorry. So this is going to be a little tutorial. I'm going to make a little mini cheesecake in a bottle, or I'm going to attempt to, so you guys get to sort of try it out with me. I haven't done it before. I'm hoping that it works out really well, because it was actually something that was requested by one of my friends. So we're going to see how well this works. So just a quick little like run through of the different tools that I'm going to be using. Obviously I'm going to be using the clay. I have some, excuse me, I haven't actually gotten my tools in yet either. Like I said, I'm really super new to this. But let me see if you can see this. This is just a crochet hook. There you go. You can see how tiny that is compared to the tip of my finger. The end of it's a little bit larger. And I actually have a couple of different sizes, and I got these on eBay a while back for another project that I was doing. The brand is Susan Bates, and it's just a steel crochet hook set. You can buy them on eBay, you can get them on Amazon, you can get them at most craft stores. They're pretty cheap. This one was only a couple of dollars. And as you can see, it comes in a couple of different sizes. I used this to make the chocolate chips on these little cookies. So I used them to like, I smeared out this brown clay here that I have, this one. I smeared some of it out like really, really thin on, this is a glass top, but I used wax paper on my tabletop, and I just took this and I used like a little picking motion like this, and I just picked a tiny little piece off and I just stuck it on there, and it actually worked out really well. They're not perfectly round, but then when chocolate chips melt on cookies, they're not perfectly round. So I wasn't super concerned about that. And these actually, they got really, really hard. As you can see, they don't really bend or break at all. They're not bending whatsoever. And I'm applying a good amount of pressure, so I think they'd hold up really well. If you do buy this really like cheap clay, I have tried several different batches. And I've tried baking, and I've tried boiling, and I've tried, I even tried them in the microwave because I found a video where someone had microwaved some clay. So I thought that that might work out for this. And the best result that I got, which was the result on these ones here, was I baked them in the oven at 170 degrees for about 12 minutes. With just a little bit of water. Like, I put them on a wax sheet, and underneath the wax sheet, underneath the wax sheet, I put some water. And that actually worked out really, really well. And then after that, I cooked them in the microwave in just a little bit of water, like maybe a half ounce, just enough to cover the top of them, for 6.5 minutes until all the water had evaporated. And then I let them dry on this paper towel, not this paper towel, it was another paper towel, but on a paper towel. And there are a couple of them that have this like white film on them where the water evaporated. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. Probably not. Let me pick up my phone here. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. This like white crust. Yeah. Where the water evaporated. I'm going to clean them. I may clean them with some rubbing alcohol. Hopefully that'll work out really well. So, the next video that I'm going to be posting up is going to be my little cheesecake tutorial. Leave me a comment, you know, if you have something that you want to request. Or you can find these little bottle charms that I make on my Etsy page, which I will also post in the comments section below. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. Thanks!